score on him in the paint because Bobby's not a shot blocker. I mean, he's big, but that's not his game. He's not going to give you a flagrant foul or a hard foul down there. He's more going to play the game straight up and down and try to make you make a difficult shot. And Paul George and those guys were just getting in the lane and just finishing, around him. But I like the fact that Rick came out and he did. And I talked to our guy Kevin Gray before the game, and I was like, "Hey, man," I said, "what is the meaning of this Boban thing?" And we both agreed that it was maybe a move of desperation, Walt. But at the same time, he said that it was a move. If I remember him saying it correctly, I think he said it was he was looking for a spark. It was like an energy move.
Right,
And
because I think he saw how the audience responded to Boban when they were at home.
yeah, I mean, maybe so. I mean, that stuff doesn't really work on the road, but I thought strategically it worked out for us early. It's just something you can't stick with too long. But well, the superstar of the game did what a superstar is supposed to do, and he gave us buckets. But I want to bring up something here real quick for the people at home. Um, I sent a message in our group chat during the game, and I don't know how it was taken, but I like to explain it. I wrote in the text, I said something to the effect of, "Hey, man, listen, Luka's not the superstar that we're trying to make him to be if he can't close this thing out." Because at that point, we went into the fourth quarter with a 14-point lead. I knew he was going to, sit down for the first few minutes. And like a bad tidal wave, man. I mean, the Clippers came in. The moment Luka sat down, they just start coming back like right away, right away. And when we got down to that last 3 minutes, I was looking. Luka had a terrible turnover in the paint trying to get the ball to Maxey. And
Oh yes, oh yes.
yeah, I was like, this is the God most awful time to have a turnover. You've been solid all night. Don't do this to me now. And he did. But thank God, man, the Clippers. Listen, Walt, the Clippers went in for that layup with Terrence Mann towards the end of the game, and Luka just went straight up with his hands, and we were lucky he blew that layup, man, because it was there to be had. And thank God, Timmy got the ball. Please, a round of applause for Tim Hardaway for hitting both of those free throws because I'm not gonna lie, I was the guy in my mind. I was like, this guy's about to miss both of these damn free throws because the moment is too big. Instead, he hit both, and then Josh Richardson came and hit both, and I was like, get
Tim
out
was
of
kind of
here.
back in rare form. He gave you 20 points tonight.
Yeah, yeah. And he missed a lot of open looks that he would normally hit. So, Walt, if those guys, man, if all we need is one, Walt. We need one game in this series, one more game in this series. I'm sorry, where everybody plays together. Where Finney Smith gives me like three, maybe four threes. He knocks down maybe 3 out of 6 wide open threes that he gets. I can live with that. Timmy hit shots. If KP ever shows up in this series, it gives us, that game that we're expecting
Hey,
from
whoa,
him
whoa,
is
whoa,
over.
whoa, whoa! He
No, and
showed up.
I'm a KP.
He showed up game 2 and 4.
Well, he did. What I'm saying is like if he's out there and they feed him the ball and he could get in a rhythm where we start seeing KP put up the logo three and he's shooting it with confidence and going to the basket, getting to the free throw line. KP gives us a 20-point game on Sunday, or I'm sorry, Friday. Shut it down.
We can
Shut it
you can
down.
join the broadcast and talk recap the game here with me and Billy. I got the link there on the screen, and also I'm about to put it up on YouTube. But also go subscribe to our YouTube channel,
Yes.
bFb Mavs, bFb DFW. Me and Billy are giving away a Luka Doncic jersey at the end of this at the end of the Mavericks run. Hell, if they extend it, we can extend this into the next series. We get
Yep.
more people a chance to win this this Luka Doncic jersey that we're gonna pay for and have it shipped to you. But
That's right.
just go to BFB Mavs, BFB DFW, subscribe, send us a message that says done, and we'll put you in the raffle to
Yep.
get this deal.
Got a lot of people in the raffle, by the way, too. I just want people to know that it is real. We do have the raffle going and everything. Got a lot of names in there. Great opportunities to get this jersey. So make sure you get over there to that YouTube page. Subscribe, and hit the notification bell. That's the most important thing.
That's the most important part. Billy said
After
that's the most
subscribing,
important
yes.
part. Yeah, man. So this whole KP ordeal is look, Cash, I thought I put it out on everything again. I don't know whose page you looking on. I put it on Billy's page, I put it on mine.
Yeah, I see it here in the thread, Walt. Cash, I'll not retweet it, but I'll copy the link here. Actually, I don't want to do that. Let me get out of there. Um, let
I
me see
saw it
if I
on the
can
I saw it
share
on
it.
the group page.
Yeah, let me share that again, guys. Get out there and check this out. Check this out. Get in there. We want to hear what you got to say tonight, man. Mavs get the W, go up 3-2 in the series. Um, and everything is back to normal in Dallas. So like I said, about 72 hours ago, everyone was freaking out, ready to jump off the bridge, upset. Everybody sucked. Rick has to go. Everything was going on. It's so funny how just a little bit of time, a couple of made free throws, a couple of extra shots being made, a couple of stops in a game, and a few loose rebounds that you get to can change the whole narrative of a situation in 72 hours. Amazing how that works.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, Frosty Nugget says he's got it done. I'm gonna go over here and get you down, Frosty.
There you go.
Make sure we got you.
Get him in there. Man, shout out to my guy Jason Tejada, man. I from the
Hey,
Philippines. He reached out to me.
hey,
He reached out
hey.
to me earlier, man. He saw the
We love the
post and
Philippines.
yeah, we do. We do. We definitely love the Philippines. Shout out to my guy Jason out there holding it down in the Philippines, man. Big, big Mavs fan.
How
Where's our
long is
guy
that?
V Kendrick?
He's probably asleep.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's kind of late for
Hey,
him.
how long is that flight to the Philippines? Do I got to fly over the water to get there? So I ain't going.
Hey, oh yeah, you're gonna have to fly over a good amount of water. Yeah.
Oh
Hmm.
yeah, never mind. I was gonna say we might go to the Philippines one day, but no, I can't. I can't take the flight over the water.
Oh man, you'll never get a chance to go to Hawaii then, man. You're gonna have to get over a big body of water to go to Hawaii.
It ain't meant for me. It ain't meant for me to go. If I got to
And I
fly
mean,
over,
okay.
they be talking about going to Africa. I say, how long Africa? They say, oh man, you fly over water for about 8 hours. Shh,
Yeah.
no, I'm good. No, I'm good.
Hey, hey, it
Plane,
happens,
the
man.
plane go down. The plane go down. That's it.
That's it. It's over with. Yeah.
It's
Same for me
over
because
with.
I don't know how to swim, guys. I'm 36
I
years old and I have no clue on how to swim.
I know how to swim, but ain't nobody coming to get us.
Mm-mm.
Ain't nobody coming at all. What we got here? 26-hour flight. I've been there. Yep. See, what's up, Luis? Shout out to you on YouTube, Luis. 26-hour flight. I been there a few times. Nah, that's too long. My attention span is too short. Can't be on the plane that long.
I get mad about a 2 hour flight, man.
Here's a good question: do we go with the same starters next game? Um. Ooh, that's a good question.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it, man. I know it doesn't seem reasonable. I might tweak the minutes and how I do it, but trust the Clippers are going to make some type of adjustment themselves. Um, So I mean, I think the Mavericks. Here's the thing: the Mavericks cannot let the Clippers dictate to them what's going on. You have to run if you're going to run out there a group of guys, whether it's Bobby or you sit KP, whatever the situation is, you have to do it with conviction. You can't do it second guessing yourself from the beginning. Run your guys out there. Let's see how it works. And if it's not working, you do have time to make adjustments within the game. And that's the key that I keep telling you about. Rick Carlisle has the ability to make adjustments during the game. Why he does certain things, I'm not always sure, but he has the ability to do it. And Walt, I want to give credit to you, man. You brought up a very valid point. When Luka got hot this morning in the first quarter, oh,
Did
Rick
not
said,
sit him
"Oh no,
down.
I'm not
He
gonna
did
make
not
that same
sit him
mistake
down.
again." Yeah,
He did not sit him down.
you're gonna
He
finish that
kept
whole first quarter.
yeah, you gonna
Yeah,
finish this one.
yeah, yeah.
We have a message from Kendrick right here. He says, "Sorry guys, can't come on tonight. Got work early this morning, but I leave you with this: the winner of Game 6 is winning the series. Have a good one." That is a astute observation by him because if the Mavericks win the series, it's over. And I guess the Clippers win. I think if the Clippers win, they come back to LA. I think the Mavericks win. I just think the Mavericks on the road they're just doing it. But we got Cash right here, who is ready to talk some Mavs with us, joining the broadcast. What's up, Cash?
2 words, Luca Magic.
Oh, Luka Magic.
Again,
We
I
were
didn't, I
came to
didn't
play
even,
tonight.
I didn't even get a chance to watch the broadcast on Bally's. I'm sure Mark Followell was just creaming his
Well,
fans all night, man.
hey, actually, I made the mistake and I recorded it on the TNT,
yeah,
Okay.
you
but
did right.
man,
You did right.
I didn't care. Luca brought his A game tonight. man. And I was worried about Hardaway. Man, he just kept brick after brick after brick.
Yeah, I
I
saw
was
your
like, man,
message
how
you
many
sent me.
bricks he gonna put up tonight? But then he finally came through in the end. And then KB with the three. I'm like, all right, it's game over. And then who was that hit that three with 2 minutes to go?
That was
KP
that. Well, you know who it was. You know who it
big
was.
No,
shot.
no,
Where's
I'm talking
number
about on the
6?
Clippers. On the Clippers. If
On the
KP
Clippers.
would have turned around and put a hand up,
Oh, Marcus
I don't even
Morris. It was
think he
Marcus
would have made
Morris.
that three because then it was a close game, you know?
Yeah, it
'Cause
was
they had a
Marcus Morris that
10
made it.
point lead. Yeah. If
Hey,
KP
check
would have
this.
just turned around instead of just ran like he normally does, I think he would have missed. I
Hey,
don't know. If KP
check this
looks
question
lost,
out.
he still does.
Check this question out. Hey man, what WTF with Kristaps? Is he a shadow?
Uh, I
Nah,
don't know.
well,
He looks like he's just not happy anymore in this offense. Like he's not.
he shouldn't
He
be.
doesn't. Yeah.
Go ahead and
And I'll tell
explain
you
why,
what.
Billy.
If
Well,
KP doesn't have
mhm.
game, if KP doesn't have any momentum going into this next series, I don't know if you even play him against
Oh no,
Utah. I don't know.
he'll gonna get big time minutes in the next series because there's actually a better matchup for him in
Yeah,
the next series than it is this series
Rudy
with Gobert
Gobert?
with
I
Rudy
don't know.
Gobert now. That's a
yeah.
better matchup
Rudy
though.
Gobert is not a. I welcome Rudy
There's
Gobert.
nobody else you could put on Rudy Gobert but Porzingis or Boban.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and Gobert is not like an athletic guy. But forget Gobert. We got to finish these guys out. We had
yeah,
already moved on to the next year. We got to finish these guys.
yeah.
I'm
But
already
no,
Billy.
And
Billy, we won
defensive
already.
belt
It's
for that.
over. No,
I know it's not the season defensive belt. Finney Smith. I give Finney Smith the belt, man. He had stop after stop after stop after
man,
stop.
for a short period of time in that fourth quarter, man, when the Mavericks kind of separated, you saw what they were doing. Man, the Mavericks had I think 3 straight possessions where they got like a couple of turnovers. They
And they
rebounded the
couldn't
ball.
score for some reason,
Yeah,
man.
right.
Like
That was the
the
problem.
ball
They could have
couldn't
put the
go in
game
the
away.
net.
Yeah, they could have
you
put the
ain't
game
lying.
away. Yeah, but hey, Walt, I do want to, and Cash, while you're right there, I do want to address our question. Walt, do you mind running it back to that previous comment from our guy Luis
Yeah,
about what was going on with KP? To answer
yeah.
that question, and I've said this a million times before. No, guys, KP is not a shadow. KP is not.
No,
He doesn't look good. But the reason why he doesn't look good, guys, we
he
have to
needs a good
understand it for what it
matchup.
is. They need to get him involved, man. Like
Yeah.
Cash, I don't understand how you can have he's your second best player, as everyone wants to call him, but you don't give him looks, man. I saw Luca look at KP,
Fade away
And
bricks. Yep.
yeah, he won't give it to him.
he didn't give it to
And
him.
then
Uh,
the moment he did, KP, shout out to KP for hitting that big 3 in the corner, man,
yep.
because he hadn't touched the
Yep.
ball. That gave
And he
them a
was set up,
10-point
and he
lead.
set himself up for that, so he was ready to shoot it.
Yeah, he was ready to go. So it's the Mavericks, man. They got to find a way. And I think, again, to your point, Walt, if they're able to get past the Clippers and move to the next round, I think we will see more from KP. He will be more aggressive.
Yeah,
I
instead
think
of
there'll be a better
Boban.
matchup
Man,
for
that
him.
was a nasty dunk he got dunked on. That was nasty.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Whew.
I saw that Zubac dunked around him or to the side of him or
Whew.
whatever. Hopefully the Mavericks, and they're starting to let Zubac get a little out of control down there, getting boards and everything, because we had
Yeah,
him
but
shut
that's
down
just
for a
him.
while.
Well,
That's
you
just
know why they
him.
put him in the game, right? Because they had Boban on the floor. They was like, okay, well, if you're gonna put Boban on the floor, watch this. We'll go
Yeah,
throw Zubac on the floor.
Yeah,
yeah,
but Zubac didn't stop him in any way. Boban, I mean, Zubac he just has a knack for getting to those offensive rebounds, man.
He got rebounds over Boban, and
but
that's what they
but
wanted though.
I'll tell you, Luka's so talented. Think about if this roster was 2 times what it is, or just 2 times up of what this roster is, or even 3 times better. Man, this team could go far if they had a different constructed roster the way it is.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, we just got to deal with it the way it is. But man, shout out to the Mavericks
Yeah,
tonight for getting the win, a big
So
win tonight for
so
the city of
so
Dallas.
Cass, before we let you go, what do you got? Who you got Friday night?
I want to say Dallas, but they for some reason they just
Look at it,
they
he
they
hesitant.
home they
Yeah.
they get what's the word?
Stage fright.
No, not stage fright. Like they feel like they can take the pedal off the metal at any
Yeah,
time and just whistle the way on their
Wait a
win,
minute. Wait a
and it
minute.
ain't.
Are you calling the Dallas Mavericks front runners at home?
I am. I
No,
am.
no, no.
I
I
call
want
the
to
front
say,
runners at home.
I want to, but I'm saying like they don't keep the pedal on the metal when they're up, and then they just take it down a notch, and then they just whistle the way, thinking it's gonna be easy, and it's not. They think
Well,
it's gonna be easy, and it's not.
Front
well,
running.
right. The Clipper showed you a prime example of that tonight. Let me bring up something very valid here before we let you go, Cash. When it comes to the Mavericks, and I said this before they went into Game 3 and Game 4, we asked KG about it. Listen, somebody, and maybe the Mavs' own experience in Games 3 and 4 will remind them, we got to keep the pet. We are going back
Yep.
to a situation. The table is set for us to close this thing out at our place where our fans will be rocking. That place is going to be rocking. They have an opportunity. Rick,
Again. Yeah.
you have another opportunity to put your foot on that throat and close this thing out at your place. You've got to get the job done. There is no such thing. I don't give a damn if Luka Doncic is tired or not. You got to play him. If he has to log 43 minutes, you have to play him because you have got to close it out, man. You cannot play games.
If they had a big talented center, man, life would be a lot easier for Luka if they just had a big body down low. Banging bodies, dunking. Yeah.
Yeah, I love to have a Clint Capella type here.
The only problem is they need a floor space center. But hey, thank you, Cash. We got the interviews loaded up. Let's get to those real quick. Hey, man, we'll see you Friday night.
Yes, sir.
Whoa, man, they got these interviews out here fast tonight. This is good. We won't be up too late. Yeah. Answer me this. I was looking at Frosty Nuggets is right. Frosty Nuggets is right. Frosty, this is what I said tonight. Start Dwight Powell. Dwight Powell should have got the start tonight. My starting five tonight should have been what I want to see. And I wanted Tim. I didn't want Tim to start. I wanted Tim to come off the bench because I felt like coming off the bench would give us the spark that we needed also. But tonight was fine. Tonight was fine. So my starting five was going to be I think I wanted Brunson. No, I wanted Luka, kick doors. I think I was keeping Dorian in there, but I wanted Dwight Powell and I wanted KP at the 5 to start off tonight. That's what I wanted tonight.
Well, I mean, it wouldn't have been a bad. It wouldn't have been. There you go. I like that. I like that idea, man. Keep Ty Lue guessing.
Well, hold on. Frosty Nugget says Jay Rich is trash. Yes, Jay Rich is trash offensively, but his defense is what I wanted him to start off. Is why I wanted him to start off. That's why I wanted him to start off. It had nothing to do with his offense.
Well, I hate when people. No, I was gonna say I hate when people say Jay Rich offense is trash, man. You got to understand the Mavericks. The way the Mavericks run offense, it's not conducive to Josh Richardson. Is not a
3-point shooter.
Yeah, he's not a 3-point shooter. He's more of a get the ball. He's a slasher, man. I mean, and I'm not gonna sit here and make it seem like he just has these amazing handles or whatever, but he's more of he can be more effective getting in the lane with little floaters and going all the way to the basket and drawing fouls. He's a tremendous free throw shooter. But the Mavericks, the way the offense is set up, he's going to get open looks, and he's not a shooter. Same way with Finney Smith. He's not a shooter. So these guys offense suffer.
They forced Finney Smith to be a shooter.
Yeah, and that's not what you want.
And you're seeing the product of him not being a shooter now. Because in the bubble, I don't want to call him a bubble player. But there were a lot of players that we saw come back in this season that were bubble players. Prime example, Tyler Hero was a bubble player. I felt the Miami Heat was just a bubble team to begin with anyway.
Yeah, you can make that argument.
That was just me in general. Devin Booker still balled in the bubble. Jamal Murray, he came out. I feel like he was another bubble player. Like I didn't feel like he did that much this season, even though he got hurt. But before he got hurt, I was like he wasn't balling like he was in the bubble.
Yeah, I mean certain guys, man. I mean, the basketball is a game-to-game type situation, man. I mean, guys like Jamal Murray and them, they're talented players, but you never know. Like we never thought Paul George was going to be as trash as he was last year in the bubble, and he was. Now look at him now. He's playing. We don't really have an answer for him. Kawhi is Kawhi. These guys are going to do what they got to do. So to me, man, it's a game-by-game situation, man. Coach is coach. You line the players up. You try to find different advantages and make different adjustments that will help your team throughout the series. And like I said, for us as the Mavericks, we're not the more talented roster just from top to bottom, but the Mavericks are, and I still maintain this, the Mavericks are the better overall team. And I think that if they can show up and they can get one good performance together from everyone, they'll shut the Clippers down. They'll shut the Clippers down, and we can lay claim to being the ones responsible for the blow up in LA, because they will blow that team up. That team cannot stay constructed the same way it is.
Well, the big word on the street is that Kawhi hasn't pretty much agreed to them long term, and the big word on the street is that Miami is a next destination for him
Oh,
if things don't work out.
hey, get them out the Western Conference. That bodes well for the Mavericks, right?
Yeah. So let's look at the stats and the facts here before I wait for this video to load up. Let's go down tonight. Dorian Finney-Smith, 8 points tonight, Billy.
Don't care about his points. I mean, it's great that he gave me 8, but his efforts towards Kawhi Leonard towards the end of the game, just competing, his ability to compete is good for this basketball team. Again, we can't expect a lot of points. He's not a scorer, but his ability to get out there and say, okay, I'm going to get out here and attempt, because nobody's doing it. We have to attempt to check Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. The fact that he goes out there and competes with such great effort and intensity, I'll accept that.
Hey, this is the great. I didn't even think about this. This is a great point that. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, whoa, hold on. We got somebody join us right here. This is Frosty is joining us. Let's bring him up here to talk Mavs with us on the broadcast. What's up, Frosty? Oh, look at this. He got his Mavs jacket on and everything. I like this. Yeah, we got you.
Yeah, we got you clear, man. What's up?
What's going on, man?
Hey, I just wanted to say, man, big ups to Luka. How can
42?
How can one man beat the whole team?
He really did.
He does it pretty consistently, man.
He really did.
Jesus Christ, we are lucky to have this dude on our team. Like, we had Dirk. Congratulations, we had Dirk. Yes, but we have an athletic person who can kill every team.
Yeah.
In every aspect. So that's a big us. But Dorian Finney-Smith, he did do his thing, but my God, like those open threes, we need them. Like,
I know, man. I know.
I mean, granted, he's not a Trevor Ariza. He's not a, he's not a Bobby Portis, which we
Yeah. Hey, wait a minute. We gotta watch that dude. He break teammates' faces.
Hey,
I want to bring that dude down.
We might still need that in the locker room because So, anyways, but he did do a good job of, we still gotta lock this thing down at home. I have faith. Now that we got 2 losses out the way. I do have faith that we go win this thing now.
Okay. let me ask you this, Frosty. So, do you feel confident that they will win to Friday night, or do you feel confident they're going to come back to LA and win it?
No.
You think we're going to get this thing in the AAC?
Like I said, we got our 2 losses out the way. So we haven't. Yes, I think we did have a stretch of three losses in a row, but I think that was like when we was losing to the Knicks, to trash teams. So
not happening.
Once we picked that up, I don't think we've lost 3 in a row. So yeah, we got this, and I don't think Luka want to go back to LA.
Hold on now. Let's think about this. His best games have been in LA.
His best games have been in LA, but I think
maybe the Clippers are like, we don't want this dude to come back to the Staples Center. I mean, he played better in the Staples Center than both teams in the Staples Center. That might be his home.
I think Tim Hardaway Jr., like he said on the press conference, if you guys haven't got that yet.
Well, we about to load him up.
He was letting it fly, So I think a 30-point game from Tim Hardaway Jr., a 26, because KP.
Oh, here we go. That's what I wanted to hear from you.
Yo.
Don't do this, Frosty.
KP for Dame.
KP for Dame?
Straight up. KP for Dame. Straight
up.
Yeah,
I would make that move in a second. Yeah, there's no question about that.
Well, it ain't happening.
I know it's not happening, but I mean, I will say this: just like game 2 and tonight, that those threes and that dunk, those were needed. Like we didn't, so. Yes, he has been a shell of himself, on defense.
Hold on, Frosty. Help me and Billy out here, okay? Help us out. Okay. Because this is the thing we have a problem with KP, and Billy's a big KP guy, right? And
I'm a
sat,
huge KP guy.
yeah, and I sat back and I looked at the numbers and I went back and watched the games from the other night. Okay, KP in the first game had 18.
True.
Game 2 he had 20.
True.
Okay, game 3 he had 9. But then the last game he had 18 points, and everybody was like, "Well, we need to bench KP because he's getting torched on defense." And I'm like, wait a minute. Maxi Kleber played 32 minutes in game 4 and gave you 0 points, and
Nobody
you don't want to bench him? You're telling me you want to bench the guy who gave you 18,
Okay.
the best player? Luka only scored 19. Luka only scored 19. KP scored 18, and Maxi played 32 minutes and gave you 0 points. And hey, listen, here before you go, think about this. Maxi Kleber was taken out of the starting lineup for Bobby. What does that tell you?
Are we looking for 20? Are we looking for double-digit numbers for Maxi?
No. I just want good defense. I want him good defense and
wait a minute,
knock down open threes.
Because you know what somebody try to say? Well, he has to guard Kawhi. That's an excuse. Because you know what? He's guarded Kawhi all season. I mean, this whole playoffs. And what in game 3?
He's been getting torched though. He's been getting torched.
It's not about getting torched, but in game 3 he gave you 14. He might have gave you like 8 or 4. He at least put some points on the board. You cannot play 32 minutes in a basketball game, put up 0 points. Hell, Dennis Schroeder did that last night. LeBron walked off.
I will say Maxi though. Maxi gives you space. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
does.
Maxi gives Luka space. You can't just like Joe Harris. He's not a Joe Harris, but leave Maxi open.
Yeah, he'll knock it down more times than not.
You know what I mean? He's not a dodo.
He
leave Maxi open. He's gonna knock them down. So
I game 4 and gave you 0 points.
I will take that 36 minutes, 6 points. But Finney Smith, my man.
Gotta have
need
more.
like 14 points at least, bro.
Because he gets a lot of open looks, Walt. He gets a lot of
he
open
just
looks.
get too many open looks to just
wide
break,
open
bro.
too.
Do you want him or Harrison Barnes?
I would take Harrison Barnes in a heartbeat.
That's what I'm saying.
I didn't want Harrison Barnes. I didn't want Harrison Barnes to leave.
So I don't want to, you know. But like I said, for Maxi, I'm looking for for Maxi Kleber. I'm looking for at least 10 points. But KP, I'm looking, bro. Maxi can get KP
19,
numbers.
20. 19, 20.
Right now, Maxi can get KP numbers. So if we paying $153 for Maxi, bro, KP need to do something else.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What hasn't he done though? That's the thing.
Nothing. He's not a factor. He's not a.
I think hold on. I think we can all agree that KP has not been he scored in
the
certain spots. Yeah, but I mean he scored in certain spots, but
I think 18 last game.
Did that 18 matter?
That's still
did
not.
that,
That's still
did
not.
that 18 matter?
Nah.
Luka only gave you 19.
Thank you.
That didn't matter either. So
that didn't matter either. But I will take a one game from a 40. Bro, did you see Luka is history right now.
Luka, I ain't got nothing against Luka.
That's why I take a bad game from Luka.
I take a bad game from Luka. Okay, that's fine. But the game
right now, guess what?
In game 2, he gave you 20. He gave you 20. In game 2, he gave you 20.
But let me point this out though. I mean, I think we can all agree that Kristaps Porzingis has not played well. We know that he's not giving us these numbers that we think he should be giving us. But like I say, my thing is, why is he not doing it? I don't like the idea that people out here say, "Oh, he's not interested in playing basketball." That's dumb. That's the dumbest.
I don't think he's not interested in basketball. I think I heard this on some broadcast.
Hours.
I think it's like.
True. You heard it on ours?
Right. I heard it on you guys' broadcast that it's in his head, really. That,
at Tovash 10 who said it. It's at Tovash 10 who said it.
You know what I'm saying? When he does get positions on these on these smaller players, it's like a 2 second or maybe a 1.2 second. You know what I'm saying? And he can't get positions, so he passes out.
Right.
All of what we seen in the offseason, that big swole KP. He's not that big swole KP if you can't get it. I mean, I ain't no NBA player. You know, we all play basketball or sports. So you get it. You take one dribble and KP's athletic. You know what I'm saying? So you got to take that dribble and you know, back him down, then get position and then go up. You know, he's just trying to get the ball. He's just trying to get his touches and you know,
turn around and shoot. Yeah. I think that's more on the Mavericks, though. I mean, KP could do more. Make no mistake.
But I do
think
get
he
it,
more
though.
aggressive.
Trust me, I do get it because He's not trying to suck up the shot clock. He's just trying to, you know, if he can get a shot, good. If not, he can pass it back out to Luka to get something else. I do get it. You know what I'm saying? But you got to be more dominant. You getting you getting $153. You know.
Real quick, Frosty, before we let you go, Game 6.
I can get you 10 points for $1 million.
Game 6 prediction before we let you go.
Oh, Dallas by it's a blowout. It's a blowout. It's a blowout, bro.
And we like that jacket you rocking, man. We really like that.
My
jacket.
wife got this from me for my birthday, so
there you go, man. There you go.
I had to rock it.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say it's a blowout. I'm gonna say fourth quarter Luka is gonna be on prime time show. So we gonna be up. We gonna win by 15 in the fourth quarter. It's gonna be like close in the third. Just like tonight, but that third quarter burst is gonna be in the fourth, and it might be KP, but I bet my money on Luka. 15
Hey man, come back and see us Friday night, man. We're gonna
for sure. Much love.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it, man. Listen, this next guy
I like that guy.
But hold on. I want to prepare you. This next guy here, this is about to be some wrong here. I know why he joined this broadcast tonight. I know what he's getting ready to do because he's been coming at me on Facebook today, and I know why he's on this broadcast. Let's bring him up right here. Listen, I don't know what you're trying to do here tonight, sir. I know what you're trying to do here tonight, sir. So I'm going to give you the floor first. I'm going to do it. Go ahead. You have the floor first. You take it.
Listen, Walt.
Really,
I agree with most of what you guys say. I agree with it. I agree. I think, the coaching with KP is not good enough. But confidence-wise, and we both play basketball. We all play basketball. You can tell. You could even in high school or middle school, you could tell the people that don't have any confidence playing. And you can see it in KP's face, and that's what gets me. So it's either a combination of is he not confident anymore because he can't beat his opponent off the dribble, or is the coaching not giving him confidence? That's my deal. So I mean, this is the thing. So I'm like, because he played better in the bubble before he got injured. He was way more confident in the bubble, and now I feel like he's lost it. I don't know if it's Luka. I don't know if it's the coaching. I don't know if it's just in his head, but. Right now, I consider him a role player. Right now, I don't consider him I don't consider him number 2. I don't expect him to get 25. I'm happy he gets 18 or 20. That's cool, but I know it's not all KP's fault. But I honestly think it's really Carlisle's fault. But at some point, when you guys say, "Hey, man, I gotta play with better confidence," but he just doesn't have the confidence. I can see him play. He doesn't have the confidence. That's
things
all
you
should say. But
three things
Billy and Walt say. But Walt, you were saying that he's a number 2 guy, or I never said he'd be benched. I didn't say I wasn't. I saw that. It's not
even you. It's DFW radio that's saying he needs to be benched. I
didn't say he wants to be benched. He needs to start. He needs to start. But I'm not expecting 25 points from him. I'm just
the expectation is down for KP.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I'm expecting him to get, if he gets 18, 20 points, cool. But I'm not expecting him to get 25, 30 points. At least not in this series. And also, what you did say earlier, because I'm like, I got kids here. They're probably, I'm going to be very loud and stuff like that. So that's why I don't join these because it's so late. But, I do agree. If we get past this round to Utah, I think it is a better matchup for KP. This matchup is really bad for him, and he can tell confidence-wise. But, I think Utah's a better matchup for him. Hopefully, knock on wood, we get past it. But that's all I'm saying. My expectation with KP is a little bit lower than what it is because I honestly think he's changed since he was in New York. He can't beat people off the dribble, and also when he was in New York, the game was a little bit different.
It was.
Now it's so much smaller now that he's getting
faster.
guarding them now. So it's almost like he's just in between where he's like, hey, I can't do the same stuff I'm doing anymore. So it's just a combination of things that I don't know what the solution is for, really. So.
Three things are the reason why you said it. One, he gets in his head. Number one, there is Rick Carlisle. The Mavericks offense is predicated on moving the ball to get the open 3-point shot if they're not letting Luka step back jacket at the time. Okay. And then the number 2 thing you said, yes, it is Luka. Me and Billy just brought up. There were times where he didn't even look at KP, and KP was like wide open over there in the corner. He would look this way, he would throw it here. He didn't even look at KP. Like KP was a non-MF factor to him.
They're playing 4-on-5 basketball offensively when the KP's in the game. Luka does not give him looks at all.
Didn't even look at him. There was one play. Luka, this is when Luka went to throw the ball or whatever, or he went to score and he fell down or whatever. KP was wide open. Not even and he didn't even go to him. But there was another one. He looked at KP and threw it to Finney over in the corner.
Yeah. And my thing is, like, when it comes to no, go ahead.
Did we lose him?
This sounds real.
Man. It's just solution.
I think we lost him.
I don't know what the solution is with KP.
Hold on, I'm gonna bring him back up. There we go.
Past, man.
Yeah, we and like you say, if they do, the next round will be for him. That's pretty much it. But hey, man, thank you for joining us, man. Anytime you want, man, you're welcome back. Friday night, we'll be up late. However late it is, man. Come back and join us.
Yeah,
I've got your head coach potted up.
Yeah, I need to hear from Rick.
You need to hear from Rick?
I need to hear from Rick.
Here we go. Rick Carlisle.
Coach, I will let you start, and then we can get into questions.
Yeah, listen, great win, obviously. Very intense up and down game. A lot of emotions. I thought our guys did a great job with composure. Tough series, and the third quarter was huge. And I think one thing that needs to be pointed out is we really changed a lot of things game plan wise. That really changed KP's positioning in our attack, and he was just super patient. He did a terrific job defending. He didn't get a lot of touches because they're hugging him the entire time when he spotted up. But the three he hit in the right corner in the fourth quarter was, arguably the biggest shot of the year. So, hats off to him for being willing to make that sacrifice. It's tough if you want to, try to win in the playoffs. The sacrifices that everyone has to make are enormous, and so that was obviously very important. So anyway, that's all I got for now.
Okay, we'll go to questions with Brad Townsend.
Yeah, Rick, Brad Townsend, Dallas Morning News. I think it's safe to say that most people, including Charles Barkley, pretty much gave you guys up for dead. What is it about this team, especially on the road, that you guys keep coming through in these difficult situations when your backs are against the wall?
We have great people. These guys have a great belief in themselves. They've been through a lot of upheaval this year, with all the different things that most teams have gone through with COVID, with a power grid problem and 8 days without games, and then injury issues, and you name it, everything. And it's just a group that has shown great resilience really for the last 2 years. But we haven't done anything yet. We've got to continue to keep our eye on the ball, focus on process, focus on adjustments for game 6, and try to win the first 5 minutes of game 6 and go from there.
Tim McMahon,
ESPN. Rick, Luka didn't sit long there in the fourth quarter. Obviously, ridiculous performance by him. What went into the decision to get him back in the game so quick? How much influence did he have on that? And what's kind of the balance between realizing this is one of the best players in the world who's just doing amazing things and being concerned about him having gas in the tank down the stretch?
Yeah, one thing about these games in the playoffs, national TV games during the regular season, the timeouts are 3 minutes and 15 seconds. These are 3 minutes and 30. 15 seconds doesn't sound like much, but in an NBA game, it's an eon. That, along with the fact that there were multiple reviews, which are, essentially extra timeouts, and you've just got to look and see how guys are doing. It was my decision to put him back in. He was not asking back in, but he always wants to play. You know that. And look, we got to watch this thing, very closely. Tim Hardaway ended up playing more minutes than him, and his minutes have gotten very high as well. So, but this is the kind of series it is. It's to a point where the matchups are so taxing that we've got to have the right people in the game, to be able to hang in. And look, everybody understands that our guys are doing a great job with it so far, and we've just got to keep pushing.
Mark Medina.
Rick, Mark Medina here with USA Today. On top of what Tim was asking with Luka, what's been the process for him these past few days with managing his injuries, and what's the medical staff told you lately on what the latest is on him with that?
Well, he's progressed a little each day. He's getting a lot of massage, ice. I'm sure he's getting stim and interferential and all that different kind of stuff. But Luka Doncic is, he's just one of the toughest players I've ever seen, ever been around. And he's just a warrior type guy that happens to be one of the very best players in the world. So, this will be a quicker turnaround. We're going to have to, manage our rest and all those kinds of things, and get ready for Friday night.
Okay, we'll do a few more. Kevin
Gray, 105 through the fan. Rick, Dwight Powell in the crucial third quarter, a plus 17, and you guys ended that third quarter on a 16-0 run. Can you talk about his impact in tonight's game and what that third quarter meant for you guys as far as the rest of the game was concerned?
Yeah, look, everybody that went in the game tonight did something important. It's hard to look at the minutes. Like Josh Richardson didn't play very much, but those 2 free throws at the end, sealed the deal. I mean, he's done that 5 times this year. Dwight's minutes, Dwight's played meaningful minutes in the series, but not a lot of them. And he's always held his own. Look, he's one of our best competitors, so I felt that we needed to get him more involved in the series tonight, and he delivered. 3 for 3, ended up being plus 10, and he's always going to bring it. So, everything that everybody brought was needed, but Powell was terrific.
Tim Cato.
Tim Cato, The Athletic. Rick, I know we asked you about Luka and what he's doing historically, pretty much every time, but how do you comprehend a performance like this where I think 32 of the 38 made baskets were made by him or assisted, and he was just the driving force behind, it seemed like, almost everything the offense was doing?
Yeah, look, he's the engine that drives our offense. I mean, there's no secret there. But this is a responsibility that he covets. I believe he views it as a privilege. The challenge is to manage the minutes, try to make sure we can keep him fresh, and do everything possible to lighten the load when we can. And look, as you get deeper into the series, it's much more necessary for everybody to really sit down defensively. And so, I thought he and Porzingis, our 2 best players, sat down and really guarded tonight on a high level from start to finish, and that takes energy as well.
Okay, last question, Mac.
Mac Engel, Fort Worth Star-Telegram. Rick, you changed your starting lineup quite a bit tonight. Did it give you what you wanted, and do you think you will stay with that for Game 6 on Friday night?
Well, I haven't even looked at the game yet, Mac. I'm supposed to answer that now.
Try.
This is kind of a tired answer. I've given it to you guys many times before, but as we used to say in television, stay tuned. think a lot of things have changed very quickly in this series. The decision to start Bobby was one that took a long time to analyze to see if we felt it was the right thing. We'll look at the film closely. It's certainly an option. We've just look. It's very obvious. We've got to play better basketball at home. So, we'll get some rest tonight. Get on the plane tomorrow. Get back, get our rest, and get ready for Friday night. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Coach. All right, guys.
Hey, I want to bring something up to you that somebody put on YouTube real quick, and it just dawned me that this is about to happen. Read this comment. Both LA teams might be blown up, right? But think about this.
Yeah.
Both LA teams are about to be put out of the playoffs in the first round, and these are the two teams that have been, touted to go all the way. Either one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that amazing? Both LA teams.
You know what, Walt? We say it all the time. It's the world of sports, man. Sports are so unpredictable. And when it comes to the playoffs, I try to explain this to people and make it make sense. It doesn't matter who you have on your team.
It's all about matchups.
To a certain extent, it does, but it's about matchups, man. Because if you're what do we say all the time, Walt? We say, hey, the Mavericks don't do well against teams that get up and down the floor. If the Mavericks were playing a run and gun team, they might be in trouble. But the Clippers play a slow, methodical style and coming up and down the floor. And so the Mavericks have a chance against a team like that. They can throw slugs at each other. Now, if you go play against a team that's going to get up and down the floor and run you out the gym, then you might have a problem. So it's all about matchups, man. If you don't believe, look at the Mavericks back in 2007 when they went up against the Golden State Warriors. We did not beat them all season long. And then when we got to the playoffs, they X'd us in 6 games because people say, oh, Don Nelson knew Dirk's spots and knew how to defend Dirk. No, it wasn't that. They were just a thorn in our ass all year long. And when it got to the playoffs, it was just part 2. It was just on a grander stage. They ran us off the floor. So it's about matchups, man. The Mavericks caught a good matchup here with the Clippers. People got caught up with the names and all that. And like I said, the series isn't over. Well, we still have a game that we have to win. But like I said, if they won Game 5, which they did tonight, and you know me, I'm not a guy that likes to do those numbers, but the statistics say that the team that wins Game 5 normally 83 of the time goes on to win the series. Now, we don't want to be on the wrong side of history here. We want to win the game.
You're not going to believe this right here.
Mm-hmm.
Who is trying to join the broadcast right now? You're not going to believe this if I told you. Are you ready for this?
Is it my guy CA, man?
No, it's not CA, but it's definitely EA. Are you outside skydiving right now? What are you doing? Why is it like you're in a white room?
I am in a white room.
No, I thought he was out there snowing somewhere, man.
I thought are you on vacation? Or what are we doing? We can't hear you. What?
I said I'm not giving out the vaccine. He said I'm not snowing. Like I'm not giving out the vaccine.
What the hell do you want? We're trying to show the interviews right now. What do you want, EA? Do you want to call here and roast KP some more? Is that what you want to do?
I mean, honestly, I was, but then like that last shot, and then I kind of because the way the team came back and did you see how the team just ran to him and was patting him on the back and hey, you got this? I was like, you know what? I have a feeling KP is going to go for 35 in Game 6 because that's
you know what I'm done with this guy. I'm too done with this guy. I am too done with this guy.
Listen, I'm excited for the win. It was kind of heart pumping at the end there, but hey, it was a great win. We took control of the series right now, 3-2. You gotta love it. Billy, you still hating too much.
Why am I hating, man?
You should be ashamed. You should be ashamed of what you just came on this post-game broadcast and did tonight. You should just be ashamed of what you just did tonight.
But well, you're kind of a hater too, but Billy's more of the hater. I mean,
why am I a hater, man? I'm happy about what happened.
I don't know.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
little...
Wait a minute. I'll be damned if you're going to come over here, come on this post-game show and try to put me and Billy down. Well, you turncoated on KP about 4 or 5 times, and now you try to hop back on the bandwagon because he hit a little shot in the corner. Now you want to be back on the bandwagon. You should be ashamed of yourself. Your fandom is idiotic, just like I told you earlier.
Hold on, but let me ask you guys a question. Do you think hopefully if the Mavericks do advance to face the Jazz, do you think KP would have a better matchup in that series?
Yeah,
that's what we've been saying all post game. We were like, it's just gonna be a better matchup. This is not
1,000%.
This is a bad matchup for him. This is a bad matchup for him because they're just going small. That's all it is. I guarantee you, all the people that want him benched this series, I'll be begging for him to play next series because you ain't got nobody else you can throw a Rudy Gobert. I dare you to throw Boban on Rudy Gobert. I dare you to.
Oh, that's gonna be bad.
Do it.
That will be bad.
Try it. I dare you to throw Dwight Powell at him. Try it.
Yeah, it's gonna be bad. I just need one thing though. I got to say, we're lucky to witness Luka Doncic because regardless of win or lose, what happens this playoffs? If Luka could just get some help, goodness, this guy
he got
is
20 points from THJ tonight.
We are done. I mean, look what he did. I mean, in the last game with a broken neck almost, it seemed like he scored 19 points tonight. He goes off, put up over 40, put 19 in the first quarter. The guy is on another level. So all I'm saying is if Mark and Dunn, they got to look at themselves and say, hey, we have to make sure this guy gets something going here because Luka will leave. He's going to look around the league and be like, why am I just by myself? He's not Dirk.
He's not gonna. He loves Dallas. He's not going anywhere. Mark Cuban is going to make him the richest man in the world. He's not going anywhere. And number two, we've been telling you that in order for him to win, he's going to have to play like this. They're not winning without him playing like this.
Okay, but the problem is he's going to look at the other teams in the league and be like, well, they seem to be doing better than I am. And
why? What team is that? What team is that? What team is that? Give me a team.
Look at Denver. Look at Utah. Look at the Lakers when they're healthy. By the way, sorry about your Lakers. Well,
I'm not sorry. I already told you Lakers weren't winning the series.
Yeah, sure. But in your heart,
the Mavericks. Luka has been here in what 2 or 3 years, or 3 years already, and they're already trending up. Why would he leave this team to go somewhere else? The team is trending upwards.
Not now. Right, not now. But my point is that eventually we're going to get to that point where if he's doing it all by himself, and listen,
by the time he gets to the next contract, he won't be here by himself. Now think about this. We got players already coming out and saying, Lauri Markkanen has already come out and said he wants to come play for the Mavericks. What did I tell you? Foreign players are going to want to come play with Luka. Damian Lillards and the other players like that, they ain't coming here to play with Luka. Them foreign players, they coming. Lauri Markkanen has made it known. I want to come to Dallas and play with Luka and Porzingis. Those were his words out his own mouth.
I feel like you're race.
What's that?
Well, I feel like you're just trying to make this a race.
Oh, what? Am I trying? Your phone's ringing.
You said other foreign players like Lauri Markkanen and then other players like Dame Lillard.
They're not coming. I'm just saying. They're when I told you he has a connection with all those guys that come from overseas. When you see him, he hangs out with them. Those are the guys that's gonna be coming to Dallas and play here.
I hope, man. I hope. I just don't want to see Luka leave because that guy is just the truth. He is more the truth than Paul Pierce ever was.
I listen. I have to agree with him 100%.
I'm not disagreeing. I'm just trying to figure out why we're taking a shot at Paul Pierce. I mean, isn't it enough he got fired from your old company? ESPN fired him. I mean, damn, you just gonna pour on the guy, huh?
Paul Pierce, I'm still mad at him at that one game where he did that. He did Lamar Jackson. He did that Lamar Jackson where he hit the bathroom. Remember?
Yeah.
Well, do you have anything else? Because me and Billy would like to finish up these interviews and go to bed, Jabroni. If you have anything else. If you would like anything else to add, I mean, we're going to see you tomorrow night in the studio, right?
yeah, I will see you guys in the studio tomorrow. But yeah, go Mavs, go KP at least for that one shot.
Oh, God. Yeah, I got to cut this guy. Get him out. Get him out of here. I'm cutting this guy off. Speaking of Luka, here he is right here.
And we will start with Kevin Gray.
Kevin Gray, 105 through the fan. Luka, you've obviously had massive playoff performances before. Do you even get surprised at yourself sometimes at the kinds of performances that you have in these kinds of moments, the way that you did tonight in a game that you guys obviously had to have in this series?
I mean, I could have played way better, you know. I missed a lot of shots, some layups that I shouldn't make. But it wasn't just me, man. It was the whole team, the energy. Doro was unbelievable. DP, Dwight Powell with his energy, KP with a big shot, Timmy with a big shot, you know. And the whole team was just there bringing up the energy.
Rachel Nichols.
Hey, Luka. Just wondering, from your past playoff experience in Europe, what was the series or sort of games that you remember playing there that taught you the most that you can apply and that translate to playoffs in the NBA?
I remember being physical. You know, they were physical, but it's big games, you know. You got to play hard. You got to play with heart. I don't know what else to say, but, you know, just it was physical. You got to be ready for everything.
Do you remember how young you were when you played your first really big, this is really important, big deal playoff game?
Probably like 17, 18, 17. We lost in semifinal.
Thank you, Luka.
Okay, Mark Medina.
Mark Medina, USA Today. What's the past few days been like with managing the injuries, and how was it feeling throughout the game?
I mean, it wasn't nothing that was that much, you know, just like I said, some massages, eyes down, you know. And the most important thing was rest and, like I said, massage, you know. Today was, you know, I was feeling way better.
Brad Townsend.
Yeah, Luke, Brad Townsend, Dallas Morning News. It looked like when you were sitting out those first couple of minutes, literally 2 minutes of the fourth quarter, you were getting pretty fidgety over there. What was going through your mind, and was there conversation between you and Rick about when you were going in? Because you hopped off the bench pretty quickly there.
I mean, no, I just saw him calling me. So, I mean, I was ready anytime. But like I say, you know, in the fourth, I didn't play great. I didn't play good. Some shots was in and out, but we won the game, and that's all that matters right now.
Tim McMahon.
Tim McMahon, ESPN. Luka, what did you think of the big lineup with Boban? And obviously, you guys are playing zone defensively. How does that change things for you offensively?
I mean, that was a pretty big challenge for all of us. You know, we got to change our game plan. But as you see, I mean, it turned out great, you know. And we'll see what we do next time. But I think everybody was great today.
Tim Cato.
Tim Cato, The Athletic. Luka, I think you've said your instinct is kind of that you're always looking to pass first. So I'm curious if you ever remember a game you've taken 37 shots in, and whether you're prepared to, you know, keep shooting that many times if the need so arises the rest of the series.
I think it was too much. I shot some shots that I shouldn't have shot. I honestly think it was too much. You know, like I said, I missed a couple layups, you know, a couple shots. I think I was good from three, but I missed a couple layups. But, you know, we got to win. Like I say, you know, that's all that matters at the end of the day. And, you know, that's it.
Okay, we're going to move to Spanish. Pedro.
Pedro Silva, Univision Dallas.
Shout out to our guy, Pedro. Shout out to him. And shout out to the Latinos. Matter of fact, shout out to the LGBT community. But real quick, Billy, did you hear him? He said, I took some shots. I took some bad shots. That's interesting.
Yeah. One of the greatest things you could do as a player is be accountable, Walt. And not even just a player, just a person in life, just living life, man. One of the greatest things you could do is be self-conscious and self-aware, and be accountable. And Luka understands, because I was chomping at the bit, man. I was about to get ready to, go off on him a little bit. I'm like, man, you're doing too much, man. We're having a good game. No reason to start just jacking up three. And I understand to a certain extent because you'd have to see it, man. I wish I could have a camera for the people at home to watch me as I watch the game, man. I might have to do a live stream. Yeah, I might have to have a live stream while I'm watching the game. But man, when Luka, I understand what he's doing because, man, some of those shots is like, man, if they go in, they're just like kill shots. They'll just crush you. So he's throwing daggers, man. That's what he's trying to do. He just doesn't land them at the right places sometimes. But man, credit to Luka Doncic, man. He's self-aware. He understands he didn't take some good shots. Maybe some of those shots that did not fall for him tonight will fall next game. Hopefully, Finney Smith and those guys will help knock down some shots, man. And let's close this thing out. Luka, I'm depending on you. I am putting my trust and faith, those two words that you should apply to the man upstairs. But basketball-wise, I'm putting my trust and my faith in you, Luka. I need you to deliver the goods on Friday night, man. Make this the greatest weekend in Dallas sports over the past decade. Please, we could use it.
Well, here's an interview that I definitely want to hear tonight. We got this guy. I definitely want to hear what he had to say. Big Style Porzingis is up next.
All right. We will start with Kevin Gray.
Kevin Gray, 105 through the fan. KP, Rick just talked about you having to stay patient in this game and waiting for your time to come. Can you talk about that patience and staying focused in that big three that you hit in the fourth quarter there?
Yeah, just doing what the team needs me to do and staying ready for the moment. And that was it. Knocked that shot down and won the game. So happy for that.
Rachel Nichols.
Hey, KP. Rick was just talking about you buckled down defensively. What kind of conversation? He said our two best players really sat down and decided to buckle down defensively. Like, did you and Luka have a conversation about it? Did you and Rick have a conversation about it?
No. Just something, that I focused on to make an impact on the game. And that's something I'm capable of doing. And that's it. Just try to give my all for the team. Was able to get some stops towards the end.
Tim Cato.
Tim Cato, The Athletic. Rick, when Rick was just talking, he talked about just kind of changing up your spacing as well, or kind of where you were on the court on offense. Without getting too much into X's and O's, like we saw some of it. I think you were in the corner a little bit more often, but kind of how were you adjusting? Where you were on the court.
No, I was in the corner most of the time. Just stretching the floor. As I said, doing what's best for the team, what's necessary for the team, what they're asking me, and that's it. And staying ready if I do need to be involved and making a shot or doing whatever. Here to do whatever we need to win.
Okay, we'll do one more in English. Chuck Cooperstein.
Hey, KP, it seems like tonight, just on the heels of how it all went down over the weekend, that there was a particular focus from the team that didn't exist in those two games. That maybe you guys got caught up in everything in the atmosphere that you didn't get caught up in tonight. You just went out and played. Is that a fair assessment of what went on here?
Compared to the home games?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little bit of everything, adjustments. We didn't have, especially the second game at home, we didn't make shots, and good looks, open shots. Some games it goes like that. Maybe a little bit of that pressure from playing at home with our fans, wanting to show the best basketball we can. And sometimes when you try too hard, it's always easier to kind of play on the road because you're the enemy and you're, I don't know, I think it's easier. But it's true that also with our fans, that the energy that they give us, it's also something that it's pretty special. So, it's just every game is different, and hopefully we can have a better one coming up at home.
Yeah, we actually got a follow-up from Rachel here.
Chris, I was just wondering what you've learned about yourself so far in this playoff series.
I think practicing patience, practicing whenever things don't work out how you expect or how you want them to work out, just stay in the moment, stay calm. I've matured a lot. In these 2 years, and I also think that shows on the court also. So that's I'm always learning and always there's something new and just a kid from Latvia just learning stuff and going through life.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, we're gonna move to Spanish. Eric.
Shout out to Eric in Spanish. I mean, I got people tweeting me. I just don't understand this whole Luka's gonna leave bullcrap. That is the dumbest thing I ever heard in my life, bro. Just enjoy fucking Luka. Like, who created this? That makes me so mad. Oh well, he's gonna leave, and man, that's stupid. He's not going anywhere. I hate when EA does that, says that stupid crap. Well, he might leave. He's not fucking leaving. Why would he leave Dallas? Mark Cuban's gonna make him super rich. If Luka decides he wants Rick Carlisle fired, he's gonna want Rick Carlisle fired. If Luka wants Porzingis gone, Luka will have Porzingis gone. Luka will run this team. Like foreign players don't even think like that. They don't even come to their mindset like that.
Well, I tell you what, man, I tend to agree with you that Luka Doncic isn't going to be looking to leave, and all the points that you just made were very valid. It is his team, but man, I don't know. I'm not gonna say that I feel like Luka's going to leave, but I just feel like Luka's not the standard European guy. His swag is a lot different, man. He's
not even like I said, being around him, the times I've been around, he's not even that type of person to go in the office and say, oh, I want this person gone, or I'm demanding a trade, or this. He's not even that kind of person. Like, he's more like you said, like Cuban said, like when he got mad or whatever, like Cuban is the one who had to go to him and talk to him and be like, hey man, just calm down. And then he's like real standoffish reserve now. That's just right now. I don't know how that will be in a couple of years, but right now, like, he doesn't have that vibe. It's like, oh, they don't get me this player, I'm leaving or whatever. I just told you, we already seen somebody already come out and say, I want to come to Dallas and play with Lauri Markkanen. Lauri Markkanen said, I want to come to Dallas and play with Luka.
I mean, that wouldn't be a bad look. I mean, Luka's going to draw attention, man, especially if he wins playoff series. That's going to be the key thing, because guys around the league are going to be like, man, hey, this dude, we already knew he was the truth, but he was never winning in the playoffs. Now this dude is on the verge of taking out one of the prohibited favorites to win the NBA title. Okay, this might be a situation where we could actually go out and potentially land some guys. It'll be interesting to see. I don't know that Luka's looking to leave, and again, we don't need to even be thinking about that right now.
Yeah,
We got
like,
a lot
why
of
are we even
basketball.
thinking about that? Like, let's enjoy the dude. Like, I don't get that. Hey, here's Tim Hardaway Jr. with his post game real quick.
All right, we will start with Brad Townsend.
Hey Tim, I'll ask you the same question I asked Rick. I think a lot of people gave you guys up for dead after you lost those 2 games at home. What is it about this team that gave you guys the belief that you were going to walk out here with a win?
I mean, last time I checked, it was first one before. So, I mean, if you're looking throughout the series, the away team has won every single game. So it's going to come down to who's going to be the first team to win at home. And that's where we're shifting our focus to right now.
Eddie Sefko.
Tim, I know you probably don't see it this way, but maybe you ought to be flattered that they've had to put Kawhi on you defensively a lot of the times now. I'm just wondering how you've approached that and how you kind of adjusted, or what you adjusted to have a little bit more success tonight.
I mean, just trying to stay aggressive, picking my spots. I have to stay aggressive in order, to feel like I'm doing something out there to help and benefit the team. I felt like the last couple of games I wasn't taking shots, passing up a lot of shots that I know I can make, know I can take. And,
I'm just trying to do my best to keep the defense honest. And in order to do that, you got to take some shots that are contested. You got to be aggressive, drive to the basket, see what happens, and go on from there.
Tim McMahon.
Tim McMahon, ESPN. Luka obviously wasn't himself the other night. What did you make of what he was able to do tonight?
I guess his neck collar area feels great now. That's our guy. We're going to do whatever we can to back him up in any situation, in any given moment. And the performance he had today, it would have sucked if we didn't come out with victories, especially being up 10 with 2 minutes, 2.5, 3 minutes left to go in the game. So just wanted to make sure we buckle down at the end of the stretch and pull out the victory.
Rachel Nichols.
Hey, Tim.
Hey.
Just wondering what's different for you when you're off the bench versus starting, how your prep is different and you're sort of just making sure you're ready at the exact right time.
I'm just trying to take the same mindset, whether I'm starting or come off the bench. And that's getting yourself involved with the game, whether that's taking a charge, getting a defensive rebound and pushing it on the break, getting an assist, making sure you knock down your open shots when they're available, and attacking the glass, attacking driving lanes, and making something happen. So that's why I just try to stay keyed and locked in on whether I'm coming off the bench or not.
I know that every situation has good things and bad things. What's some of the good things about coming off the bench in terms of what other kind of units you're facing or what kind of spark you can give the team or the crowd?
I think just when you're coming off the bench, you see the game a lot more before. Rather than starting, you see how they're defending, the other team, how they're defending, the coverages they're in, who they're attacking. And coming off the bench, you're already into the game. So when you're going in there, you're already warmed up, you're jacked up, and the adrenaline is kicking. So it is a lot easier, I would say. But it's just something about starting, especially in moments like this. It's what you dream about. It's what you live for, and I'm grateful.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you.
Two more, Chris.
All right, Tim, from a confidence standpoint, all season you talked about how confident this team is. And, you talk about this going forward, obviously Friday night, coming back home as, you can close the series out.
We just keep that road mentality, Coach says, when we're back at home. We already know AAC is going to be live. It's going to be exciting. It's the weekend, so everybody's going to be there early, ready to get the juices flowing. And but we know what we have to do. And like I said, it's going to come down to the first team with the home victory at this point. So we just got to make sure that we do a phenomenal job of staying poised, staying patient, attacking when the opportunities present themselves, and just like I said, keep your foot on the gas, man. Keep your foot on the gas.
All right, last question, Chuck Cooperstein.
Hey, Tim, what did you make of the big lineup and how it worked defensively? Because it seemed like you were able to cut off a lot of the drives that had been hurting you in the first two games, and they settled for more jump shots and 3-pointers, and they made their share. But it seemed like your goal was achieved by changing up the lineup the way you did.
Yeah, it's going to come down to adjustments. Adjustments throughout the series. First couple of games, they keyed in and locked into what we were doing. So they made their adjustment. They did a phenomenal job of countering and pulled out 2 victories. And so we had to do a great job of making our adjustments. And thankfully, we pulled out the victory. And I'm not going to say too much about it, but I think just us staying locked in, physical on both ends of the floor, and making sure when they go on their runs, just make sure that we stay poised and stay locked in and keyed in. We know it's going to be a long game.
All right. Thank you, Tim.
I like Tim. Tim basically saying, "Hey, we ain't done nothing. We still got one more. We still got one more go. We ain't done nothing just yet." I like that motto. Real quick, the guy who I believe saved this series tonight is up next. Your guy, a guy who I'm starting to grow fond of, who I want to start. Depot 7. This guy right here.
Started the record, and we will start with Kevin Gray.
Kevin Gray, 105 through the fan. Dwight, a massive third quarter, a plus 17. You guys ended that third quarter on a 16-0 run. Can you talk about the focus that you had in that quarter and what that run meant for you guys to help hold off the Clippers in this game tonight?
Yeah, it's huge. I mean, coming out of the half, you want to make sure get off to a good start, get some momentum. Obviously, defensively focusing on their key guys was crucial for us and taking advantage of the opportunity we had offensively.
Tim Cato.
Tim Cato, The Athletic. Dwight, you've obviously been around Luka 3 seasons now. You know, you've coming into this with the injury thing. He had a bad game 4 by his standards. Was there any surprise or doubt at all in your mind that he was going to have a performance to this level in this game?
Luka rises to the occasion regardless, whether he's injured or not, regardless of the situation. When it comes time to compete, he's going to show up for us, and that's what he did tonight. So yeah, definitely no surprise that he came to play tonight at all.
Hi, Dwight. Obviously, your minutes have been somewhat limited this series, but you were able to come in today, like you said, and make a big impact defensively, scoring the ball with a pump fake and dunking. How are you able to stay ready throughout the series and be ready to make an impact when your name is called at any moment?
I mean, staying locked in is part of development as a player, especially in this league. You got to be ready for opportunities. You don't know when they're going to come, and you don't necessarily know how long they'll be there. So you got to make sure you seize that moment every chance you get, regardless of what time of year it is. So it's a habit that I've built, fortunately, early in my career, and now nothing changes. Staying locked in practice, locked in film, staying with the guys, competing in every way we can, from the bench, staying locked in. So, yeah, it's a habit, fortunately, that I have built in already.
Davide.
Hey, Dwight, congrats for the win. You guys are talking about road mentality you need to have in the next game. But what is the difference between the road mentality that is making you win in Los Angeles and the home mentality that you guys had in the first 2 games in Dallas?
I'm not really sure how to answer that question. We just have to compete. We have a game ahead of us at home. We need to look at the things that we did here tonight that we were successful, and try to do more of that. We got to look at the things that we're not successful. We need to work on. We need to find ways to remedy those, regardless of what arena we're playing in. So fortunately, we're able to go home for this next game, and we need to do everything in our power to compete at the same level we did tonight and even exceed that and hopefully come out with a victory.
Last question, Dwayne Price.
Dwayne Price, Mavs.com. Dwight, how do you explain that the road team has won all 5 games in this series, and how do you change that Friday night?
I mean, that's just how it's been. Road team has won. I don't necessarily have a secret explanation to that, but like I said, we need to lock in, look at the things that we did tonight that were effective, look at the ways that they may adjust to those things and try to counteract that, and also look at things that were not as effective and try to remedy those things going into this next game.
All right. Thanks, Dwight. Appreciate it.
Billy, that was the last one. Want to thank everybody for tuning in. We'll catch us tomorrow night. We'll be in studio. You want to give a prediction on Friday night before we go?
I'll save it for tomorrow.
Okay.
It's favorable for the Mavs, but I'm gonna save it for tomorrow. I need to sleep, wake up in the morning, rewatch it. I'm gonna rewatch the whole game tomorrow. And
are we getting a video from you? Are we gonna be getting a video from you tomorrow?
No, not tomorrow. I'm going to save all the energy for what I hope to be a fantastic weekend.
Okay. Well, so
Yeah.
check us out tomorrow.
Yeah, a little bit tomorrow and then maybe some more on Friday. Yeah.
Okay, well, check us out tomorrow. We'll be in studio. Oh, so Game Changer says he's subscribing. Hey, listen, when you subscribe, Game Changer, we're gonna put you in. You can win a chance to win a Luka Doncic jersey. Here in a couple days. We appreciate that, man. Please, we're gonna be live tomorrow night in studio. We'll be back Friday night with Game 6. Keep your feet on the ground. Keep reaching for the stars. Always do what's best for business. And if we don't see you around, then we'll see you around.